Hi, welcome to today's Photoshop text effect tutorial. Today we will be making this candy cane text effect. I do also have this available as a preset action and have included the stripe patterns and the contours needed, and it is available through Dollar Graphics, where it's only $1. Like I said, every bit helps to be able to make these tutorials. And you can also go to my Facebook page, /Dollar Graphics, there's no I, and I do also have my graphic design page, which is Technographics, which is where I keep posting everything that I do. So let's go ahead and get started and create a new document. Okay, this is pretty easy to follow along. You can get different effects by changing certain things. So we're going to go into Bevel and Emboss. You want to make sure that it's set to Inner Bevel, Smooth, Depth of 200%, Size 54, Soften is 16, the angle's at 71, and make sure that the Use Global Light box is unchecked. I went ahead and I created this custom gloss contour labeled Low Valley. So you can go ahead and just, it doesn't have to be exact if you make one that's similar. You want it set to linear light, opacity 61%, shadow mode is screen, and that can be set to 91%. And just make sure that all of your boxes are unchecked. In contour, I also save this out as a preset that you can load in that's for sale with the action, and it's just a very steep slope. We're going to go ahead and keep this box checked and put it at 50% for contour. Okay, the texture that I'm using is a diagonal pattern that I downloaded. I will see if I can get the link and include that in the description for you. So it's the multiple small stripes, the scale is set to 24, and the depth is plus 100, and make sure that your invert box is not checked. Next, we're going to go to Inner Shadow. And if you notice, you can't really see much happening to the text off to the side, but you can kind of see what it's doing over here in the preview box. So for your inner shadow, set the blend mode to color dodge, and you can set this to white, which is all Fs. Opacity is 40%. The angle is negative 108 degrees, and make sure to uncheck Use Global Light. You can go ahead and set your distance and your size just to 1, and this is just the linear preset for the quality, and make sure that your boxes are unchecked. Inner Glow. So this we're going to set to Linear Burn, 61% for the opacity, and then you're going to go ahead and click on the gradient. You're going to want to set the left color to this here, which is 391B21, or something similar. And then the right box is going to be set to a white color. I have mine as F7F0EE. Go ahead and click OK. Make sure that this is set to softer and edge. The size is going to be 16. Go ahead and look in the quality and just make sure that everything here looks the same, 50% for range and 0 for jitter. On satin, we're going to go ahead and set the blend mode to multiply. And I'm using the color FEEBE3. Opacity is at 50%. My angle is at 60. Distance is 25. Size is 21. And for this one, you want to click Invert. Next is Color Overlay. We're going to set the blend mode to multiply. Color is E0DB. opacity is at 100%. And as you can see, everything is starting to change on our text. Gradient overlay, we're going to set the blend mode to multiply, opacity at 35%, and the gradient is just a white color, all Fs, to a gray color, which I'm using 98, 98, 98. Make sure the style is reflected, angles at 90, and scale is 100%. Pattern overlay. So again, this is a pattern that I had downloaded, and it's just a red and white striped diagonal. Blend mode is normal. Opacity is 100%. I have my scale set to 29, which you can make it bigger or as small as you want. Just depends on how many stripes you want. And last but not least is the drop shadow. Blend mode is set to multiply with an opacity of 35%. I have my distance at 38, spread at 10, size 42. This will all change depending on if you're using this for print, if you're using for social media, creating a card. So if you don't get something that looks exactly like this, I believe my text is either set at 150 or 180 points. I am using a very rounded and bubbly text, which this will work on other texts as well. Let's go ahead and do an example of a different text. Okay, so let's just copy this layer style and paste it onto this text down here. As you can see, because it's thinner and smaller, it's a lot darker looking. So you're definitely going to want to look at things like your inner shadow. Inner glow maybe. And we'll take the size down a bit, which is already making it brighter. And even your bevel and emboss. And just take everything down a bit. Could make the pattern a little bit smaller as well. And that's just something that you can play around with, so that way you get the look that you're going for. Maybe you want to do an outer bevel for something that's smaller. Not as much of a gloss effect, but it still looks cute. So that's it. So this is a candy cane text effect, and I hope that you like this tutorial. I have many more that's coming, and as I do each one, I will be posting it for sale on dollargraphics.com, and you can go ahead and click shop. There's a multitude of different stock photos and graphics that I've been creating just as something fun to do right now. And I'm trying to keep everything as affordable because we all know that when we're out trying to buy stock products and such, that it can get quite expensive. So go ahead and let me know what you think. And thank you for watching my tutorial. Thank you.